rocking that Sheik. And I do know, Fabs, I do know that Robs are not a big fan in this matchup.
Really?
Sheik kind of runs you down, and Robs out of shield doesn't really manage shield her pressure very well. And then, like, the infinite recoveries are way less potent against Sheik because, for one, she's one of the best double jumps in the game. Her double jump goes extremely high. Two, the needles cover a diagonal angle.
Say, yeah, the angle of the needles.
It's hard to get closer to the stage. We're going to see how this pans out. We got the big robot, heavy character. He's a fighter, but can you outfight Sheik, the ninja herself, charging the needles from the get-go, grabbing the gyro, all the resources on deck. Mr.R with some dominant gameplay from the get-go. Look at that. He's using more gyro than
you are right on the money, bro. You are right on the money. BigBoss finding it extremely hard, looking like a henchman at the moment. Mr.R taking it completely in control. My bad. But I'm going to be real with you. Look at this pressure, bro.
Goodness. Mr.R on Sheik is art. It's art. How do you hit him? Okay,
please do
single fair. It's not even safe on hit. Mr.R lets himself get hit. Just a reversal. No, it's a 0 to death. Mr.R, baby.
He's no longer called BigBoss to me. He's henchman from now on. Till he proves himself. I'm sorry, BigBoss, bro. You henchman to me. Henchman with a nice gyro, but unfortunately getting ledge pressured by Mr.R. And he's going to use the gyro against him. The item play from Mr.R has been so crucial. Keeping that gyro in deck on his side. BigBoss can't do anything, my bad. Henchman can't do anything at the moment to contest him, apart from that down tilt. Rob can box.
He got one hit in. So far, he's won neutral a few times, but he's picking it back up. BigBoss now coming alive with these juggles. Yeah. 75 on Sheik. Doesn't look like a lot, but keep in mind, right, there's a kill differential and a weight differential.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I was about to say kill differential in Sheik's favor, but BigBoss barely managing to avoid those needles. Henchman is bleeding.
Yeah.
Ooh, he had the jump got out with the bouncing fish, but did not commit to the drift all the way in fear of the reversal. The burst grenade gonna negate all the ledge trap that you have. A nice parry. Mr.R has those. He's been playing against Sheik, as I've been told.
If he can, how you've been told. If he can practice Sheik there, Rob there not to sneeze at either, and Mr.R is absolutely
Is this Pools round one? Is this Pools round one?
BigBoss gonna have to do something to come alive, man. Looking super in trouble. Nice gyro play. Just gonna have to keep it going. The laser not helping too much. And Mr.R just getting back to the ledge for free, man. For free.
Those burst grenades even get him off the ledge for free.
Right.
So he gets there and he gets off. And what are we then? We're in neutral. You know what happens in neutral? She mauls you.
Yeah, she literally is mauling you.
Look at that. The strings, they're not doing a lot of damage, but the positioning is on point. Needles, get some more chip in here.
Every time that BigBoss lands, he has to eat a few needles in the back for sure.
Look at that grab. Look at the conversion as well. Gets the double backer into the fork, into the bouncing fish.
Yo, you are still on him.
You're never safe.
You see BigBoss even trying to stall his recovery. That doesn't even work. Mr.R just on point, ready for it.
How does he do it? Forward air, parry. Needles gets a single one. Unfortunate for Mr.R, but the control's still there. Look at this ledge. It is his zone. The needles, the forward air. That's so safe. What do you do? You're wrong.
I was going to say it was safe even on the drift in of the fair.
One of the best short hops in the game is Sheik. Look at that crawl even to avoid some... He disappeared. He disappeared. I took Rob with him. He disappeared. He went up in flames just like Rob.
Oh my God. I know. Henchman is up there gritting his teeth. You're gonna tell me you're gonna lose like that?
You're not supposed to burn your electronics.
No way, man.
That's not good for the climate, Mr.R. Come on, man. Gotta think long term. Insane game one.
Super dominant.
That was like...
Dominant is the word, bro.
I'm a fan of Mr.R. Like, I know this man. I practice with him almost every week.
Right.
But I was not expecting this.
Yeah, jump out the gate just like that, man. What a way to start.
What
momentum. Yeah,
momentum.
Exactly. Statement is a great word. That momentum's definitely going to carry him into this game too. I know he's feeling amazing right now.
To see a confident look on Mr.R's face. That's focus right there. I was kind of expecting a bit of shakiness from Mr.R because he just came off of a set from versus OJ.
Right.
That went game 5.
Okay.
And that's Sheik Falcon, right?
Yeah.
A very similar matchup where you kind of like maul them, but then you could die early as well.
Yeah.
And in this case, though, Mr.R just picking it back up, and that's the sign of a top-level player, right? Not letting the previous sets influence what you're doing right now. It's always you're in here, you're in the now, you're focused, and that's what we're seeing here. We're going to Lylat, and you would think Mr.R doesn't like the stage because it's not really legal in the Netherlands, but his win rate on this stage is actually absolutely insane.
Insane. Okay. Is there anything that she does differently on Lylat, or is it just a case of just him?
It's just because of how her moveset works, she doesn't really get affected much by the slants.
Okay.
She's precise, but she's not precise as in like, oh, your fallen timing, your spacing. The slants kind of like mess up with your timings and spacing at times.
Okay.
But she flexible enough to adjust to the slants in real time at all times.
Yeah, I'm seeing the flexibility from Sheik right now,
Exactly.
dodging left and right, getting out of there. She must be a gymnast for sure. BigBoss doing something though. Gets the bad DI on Mr.R's part.
He's back to being the big boss.
Absolutely.
He's back to being the big boss. Mr.R, a little bit off on the DI, like you said. Could have gone for a little bit more of coverage DI. You go down, you kind of survive multiple angles, but BigBoss coming out ahead on Lylat. Stock 1 here, looking entirely different from game 1.
Yeah, absolutely. He's definitely put the pedal to the metal, stepped
Oh
up
my
another
God.
gear, and
Oh
still
my God.
that.
Oh my
Not looking
God.
too solid right now, BigBoss. I'm gonna be real with
Someone
you, bro.
else got the Millennium Eye from Bloom. That was a soul read. And Bloom, oh sorry, and BigBoss pulling up the shirt as well, going light mode.
Oh, I didn't even see that, bro.
Yes.
Turned
He's
it
got
up
the
a level.
sleeves
Okay,
pulled
okay.
up.
So this is phase 2, right?
This is phase 2.
Okay.
This is phase 2 of the boss battle. There's the Nair. There's the fair bouncing fish. Solid damage, and the positioning again. It's on deck.
And that burst grenade just forces you to stall at your recovery a little bit more, burns up the gas.
Yep.
Needs to use your stress. You know, petrol prices
it's on yellow.
are very, very high right now. You got
Very
paid a lot,
up-tilt.
and you're paying for it a lot right now. The damage just keeps going up and up and up.
Oh.
Mr.R, look at the pressure, Ramses. The B reverse needle charge, just to kind of stay on the shield, keep the pressure on. BigBoss in a lot of trouble, but has this grab range though.
There's the neutral beyond the normal gather. The damage is wrecked. The back air is looked for. BigBoss telegraphing some intentions there. Goes for the mix-up grab, doesn't find it. Fuel is back. You see it on the side of Rob's model. He's looking healthy in recovery and gets back to the stage. Reversals the situation. Mr.R again, the burst grenade, getting off the ledge for free. Like you said, he gets to the ledge for free, and then he gets off it for free as well. The parry, not going to lead in too much from BigBoss. The DI on the down smash can be ambiguous, but BigBoss still alive. That heavy factor coming in big. Burst grenade forcing timings. The needles, the bouncing fish, not quite with only the final few grenade or the final few needles, but that will do it. Mr.R, after a shaky start, now looking a lot more dominant.
Yeah, he looks super comfortable right now. I think BigBoss is now back to henchman. Definitely got demoted, and I'm seeing it right now. This play from Mr.R has been incredible. Just can't, BigBoss just can't get Mr.R off him.
And the adapter got adapted on the. This is huge. Good DI this time. Burner boost by BigBoss. I like that. Shoutouts to Lucretio. There's the throw. There's the up throw. That's not going to be enough. Not even close. Mr.R, again, getting back for free. Here's the burst grenade to get off. There it is. I told you. Now got the needles. Uses it as well. The slant kind of denying that use. But the spot dodge, hardly reactable. She has extra strong spot dodge stats.
Has to be watching out for that. Mr.R's been so nimble, dodging
the reaction. The reaction.
Yeah, definitely reaction.
Mr.R, and finally, BigBoss finding an out-of-shield option, almost for the first time in the set. It's rough for Rob, right? The shield is very limiting for the character, and Sheik makes great use of that. I can see why Robs don't like this matchup.
Yeah, I was going to say, I can see why Rob might not like Sheik. But we're I think BigBoss is going to show why Rob might like Sheik. Showing some things that Rob can do in this matchup.
Yep,
Keeping the pressure on, though.
The out-of-shield for Sheik, on the other hand, extremely potent. That rising there, always a factor. Mr.R using the down B, using the gyro against him. And this is looking different from Lancelot, right? Mr.R a little bit more calculated with the projectile.
Yeah, but one thing you have to remember is that Rob is never out of the game, bro.
That's
he
true.
Has that
this
factor.
is even.
The Rob factor
this is
is
even.
Crazy.
Oh yes, this is a tight game. BigBoss with some camping, but she kind of winning out there.
Man, the triple down tilt.
The slam stopped the final one. Counter pick, kind of denying BigBoss from what BigBoss wants. The grab not working as well, and that is just barely the KO. BigBoss fared out of it, but it traded BigBoss with the most unfortunate situation after what could have been a miraculous comeback.
Doesn't even need the full charge of needles and still finds that confirm.
Oh yes, oh yes.
Wow.
You're surprised. I live this every week.
I didn't think it would. The bounce was connected. I feel like only
it was not a combo. It was not a combo, but BigBoss forward aired out instead of air dodging.
Right.
So BigBoss a little bit off on the awareness there. I do want to say, if you do air dodge at that height, she can throw out an aerial before landing, so she can frame trap you, but you're not dead, right? So, Mr.R, that was looking a lot closer. Honestly, super impressed by how BigBoss picked that up.
Honestly, yeah, I was gonna say, BigBoss definitely brought that back. You know, wanted to prove himself. No slaps for sure.
Definitely phase 2 of the boss fight.
Yeah, phase 2. You know, Mr.R cleared it.
Mr.R cleared it. Let's see if he can do it again as we get into game 3. Back to Lilat.
I really want to know why Lilat is the pick here that BigBoss is choosing.
I think he realized, hey, last game was close. It was a lot better than what we saw before.
Right.
It's a unique stage. You don't get a very similar stage to Lilat on any other like any other choice, right? It's not like Battlefield or Yoshi's or Smashville and Hollow. So goes for what he knows, and he understands, hey, if I play a little bit stronger, I can make it happen. And look at this, talking about playing stronger, about playing stronger. This is the hidden third phase. If you 100% the game, you got BigBoss phase 3. You got 3 of them.
I think I just saw another health bar just come ding, 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 just above BigBoss's head. That man's looking scary right now, and I think Mr.R has resources to fight this boss at the moment. That's what it looks like. At the moment, he has no answer.
He needs to bring some health potions, bro, because he's bleeding right now. But answering back here is Mr.R to control. Again, double bouncing fish. That's Staling, but the damage is OD. That's super important for Sheik. Oh, talking about damage, BigBoss. Looks for the down air, doesn't find it. Luckily for Mr.R, can be hard to 2-frame that up B. Nice parry, nice punish as well.
Yeah, and every time that BigBoss has like been boxing, you know, Rob obviously is a boxer, but against Sheik, outframed it.
No one outboxes Sheik.
Literally out every single time.
Nice up B. There's a single needle and the forward smash on the landing.
The pickup Ramses.
He knew it wasn't gonna be a combo. And giving BigBoss what BigBoss did to him, right? BigBoss got that first stock with the forward smash. And like poetry, Mr.R said, anything you can do, I can do better.
The boss fight looking kind of in Mr.R's favor.
Who's the true boss? Who's the true boss now?
I think Mr.R is the actual boss at the moment, bro.
The up air not connecting, but again, the pickups you're talking about, these Mr.R, he's so aware. When something fails, he knows how to pick it back up. Here's the grab that is big. Up tilt. No follow-up, not even having to guess on the DI. That frame 2 air dodge Sheik is privileged.
Yeah, Sheik definitely escaping death right there. And BigBoss seems to be on this ledge so many times. But finds the upright. Good DI from Mr.R finally.
Critical. Absolutely critical. The burst grenade, again, huge factor in this matchup. So hard to play around that. Very specific. And there's the K. Oh, I told you about the diagonal factor of those games. I told you about the double jumps. Mr.R combining all those things in beautiful fashion. Now BigBoss recognizing a whiff grab, gets an up smash of his own. This is coming down to the wire here in game 3.
Well, I think Rob has a little bit of a blind spot, unless if he doesn't use the laser. He has the up and the fair, which go vertical and horizontal respectively. That 45-degree angle, right?
Not covered.
Sheik just covers that with the needles, and Mr.R's been doing that every single time, finding these clutch kills on the ledge and boxing the hell out of this robot.
Oh my god. Not only the 22, but it looked like he absolutely got destroyed. BigBoss still in the lead, but not for long. Mr.R evening it back up. Got those needles on deck. We're going to see those for coverage, but first, a nice little combo.
This man is kicking him.
It's Marvel, baby.
Forget
the combos are here.
Mai Tai action right now.
Oh my goodness. It is MMA the way she is getting at you. Repeatedly slicing you with that dagger. The forward air absolutely assassinating his opponent. Mr.R still, this matchup looking pretty good for BigBoss. He's going strong in this game 3.
Yeah, I think slowly but surely BigBoss is starting to realize there's a few options that Mr.R's kind of sleeping on, and BigBoss is finding those openings more and more as the set goes on.
And if you're Mr.R, you want to finish it now, right? You won't want to give him any more time. No tech chase from
momentum
BigBoss.
is needed, bro. You don't want to give the BigBoss momentum.
Oh, yeah. There are only so many phases you can live through. No chase because of the slant, and the forward smash doesn't pick it up. He had the read.
I thought this stage would have been better for Mr.R than BigBoss.
Oh, yes.
And he's counting.
Oh, that's it? No way. Barely. BigBoss using that platform to his advantage. Barely getting the up throw kill, and Mr.R now showing signs of weakness.
Yep, phase 3 a success for the BigBoss indeed. How solid can he keep?
The BigBoss going hard on that set. I loved the adaptation in that game 3. Now, a 2-1 favor for Mr.R, but if we follow the trend in the matches, right? Game 1, dominating 3-stock. Game 2, closer, but still decently in control. Game 3, very back and forth.
Right.
I want to say, right, Mr.R had these moments where he just like we said, he's mauling Rob, but he cannot make the reward stick.
Yes, I think that's where the problem with Sheik about the exposing weaknesses comes from. Yeah, Mr.R, right? Well, not exactly Mr.R, just in Sheik in general. That she will get these neutral exchanges. We will win them most of the time. But sometimes the percent matters, Brian. With a character like Rob, who is the complete opposite. He doesn't mind getting hit.
Exactly.
Because he can kill at any time.
And he always recovers.
Right.
R to KO Rob early. Meanwhile, Sheik very susceptible to those early KOs, and BigBoss already working on some nice percentage here. Mr.R fighting back, of course. Yes, BigBoss did adapt, but now Mr.R having some information to work with himself.
Yep.
Nice needles, using the animation to crouch under the laser as well. Nice little coincidence for Mr.R there. The nair, nice out of shield, but Mr.R with the rudest of down airs.
Yeah, rude is the correct word, I'd say. Just threw that out there. Still managed to win that interaction. Yeah. And he's going to keep that ledge pressure. Again, BigBoss is not liking this ledge game this whole set. Been really struggling.
The nair from ledge has been a big opening for him, though. And I want to see Mr.R adapt to that. No, the roll startup doesn't die, but that was at 70, my friend. 5B from ledge this time, punished with the trade. Very advantageous for Mr.R. Look at this, 130 on Rob. We're looking at a nair, bouncing fish. There it is, the nair. Another one pushes them back off stage. The burst grenade gets a needle charge. The setup is complete. There's the needles. Yep. Resets, gets a new stack. Nair, look at the resets. Look at the pressure. Look at the control over the game. Mr.R with a lead, but BigBoss showing what he's made of with a nice string right there. Not quite a KO, but we're getting near 120 on Sheik. Don't often see Sheik live much longer than this.
I don't know how BigBoss was supposed to literally maneuver around that ledge play. He kept setting it up, the burst grenades, the needles, cycle it, and rinse and repeat.
All you got is hard reads. Yep, he had very little options. Now Mr.R extending the lead a little bit, using the rage.
He's back to henchman status right now, man. He's been demoted yet again.
How does he keep doing it?
I don't know, but the hierarchy in this company must be absolutely terrible. The henchman stepping out right now. Where is the BigBoss?
I need HR. I need HR.
Well, the 1R right now, showing that he's in the controlled driving seat right now.
Mr.R definitely head of resources right now, and the only human resource on the board is Sheik defeating the robot. There's nothing left for the Uprising. Humans in control right now. Kind of looking like Breath of the Wild, right? Technology getting corrupted, and here we got the Sheikah in control. But the Guardians, they're still powerful.
And talking about Breath of the Wild, BigBoss finally getting a breather after getting mauled for a straight minute.
But the mauling
we're just going to be back to it. Phase 4, not looking too well at the moment for BigBoss. The henchman kind of showing up right now. Mr.R getting pressure with the down tilts. We scooping.
We down tilt him back. Anything you can do, I can do better. Mr.R disengaging out of disadvantage, not really getting juggled here. BigBoss advantage, not looking super strong. He's really not getting these juggles, right? There's the burst grenade. Limits the options, the up air, the reaction. No final hit, that's gonna be... I
was gonna ask about the up smash maybe, but doesn't go for it, didn't believe.
Still the control, still the grenade, and if you're BigBoss, you cannot be rude like that. You gotta respect the ninja.
Baiting the aggressive approaches every single time. It's just gonna be costly in the later moments. Mr.R doing an amazing job of just showing that. And now, BigBoss in a lot of trouble right now. I'm really probably gonna get fired.
Oh yeah.
For real with you, bro. The henchman definitely getting replaced.
He's getting called into work tonight. Dominance. Control.
Oh man.
The art. Mr.R.
Mr.R, honestly.
It's here. The gyro gets discarded for the normals.
But the gyro hasn't even really been done much this whole set.
Honestly, it's been more favorable for Mr.R.
Mr.R's done an amazing job of limiting that out.
Needles. There it was. You see what I mean? It's always looming. And if it hits, you're done.
Yeah.
There's an air. BigBoss He's still fighting. Credit where credit is due. He's still in the game. He's still looking for his win.
Yeah, bro, he wants that promotion, especially right now, man. He's in a lot of trouble. He needs to show something in this presentation. Yeah, it's not looking great, too good for your boy at the moment. He might get demoted to employee, bro. I'm going to be real with you.
Mr.R just calling the shots. It's his company. BigBoss, he's fighting off of the ledge. He is getting off the ledge, but he's not getting back to center. These needles, a little bit of overcommitment from Mr.R. If BigBoss is gonna win, this is how.
Oh,
but he overshoot on the Vanish.
Way.
And again, the Vanish making the robot vanish with her, and Mr.R picking it up in a huge way.
God damn, man. The way that Mr.R played that final 4th game was just a breath of fresh air. Forget Breath of the Wild. That was breath of fresh air,
Oh,
man.
my goodness.
Made that man like an intern. Forget BigBoss. But I just want to say, you know, really well, I think his game plan was just solid all the way throughout.
Yeah.
Right? I think he had a nice game plan of when he had that gyro in hand, it was my turn. I don't want the Rob player to have it. It's all about when I am in control, I limit your item gameplay. All you have is now is laser. You have to box me. And what does Sheik do better than Rob? Box. You can't outframe data me, right?
Yep.
And I feel like that's where Mr.R was shining.
The difference is like Rob boxes, right?
Right.
But he doesn't break into your zone.
Yeah.
And Sheik can do both. She can break into your zone and then outbox you. So, while yes, in a raw boxing match, Rob can hold his own. But the way that Sheik functions, she can decide on which terms to enter that brawling situation. And that's where Mr.R just starts mauling.